Hey, welcome back. If you're new, hi, nice to meet you. I realized in the last two videos I didn't properly introduce myself or have told you my name. My name is Sheryllyne. Nice to meet you.
A gift from the goat.
In today's video, I wanted to do a little girls' night in, nice chill hangout with me and Miss Kala. Kala, say hi.
Well, hello, pilgrims.
Kind of like sleepover vibes, you know? But if you're a man, get the hell out. Get out of my property. I'm just kidding. We switch locations to my kitchen. When you think of a girls' night in, sleepover, what kind of food do you think of? I'm thinking pizza. So I'm gonna DoorDash some pizza. That sounds good. If you don't like pizza, then you can obviously get whatever you want, eat whatever you want. We don't judge here. I went to order from Desi Pizza Bites. Then I ordered a tandoori chicken. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. It has garlic white sauce, traditional crust, green onions, fresh cilantro, onions, bell peppers, diced tomatoes, chicken, and mozzarella. I ordered a second pizza, a barbecue chicken, has red onion, bacon, chicken, pineapple, and mozzarella. I used to not like pineapple on my pizza, but I'm kind of growing on her. While we wait on the pizza, I'm gonna make some dessert. I'm gonna make some ube brownies. I'm gonna first preheat the oven to 350 while I go make the brownies. I got this recipe on TikTok from... First, we're gonna melt 3/4 cups of butter. I don't have butter, I have margarine. It works fine. It does taste better with butter because everything kind of does taste better with butter. A stick and a half. Probably be better if you melt the butter over the stove, but I'm just gonna use their microwave. You need 4 ounces of white chocolate. I have the Ghirardelli here. I'm gonna melt it with a little bit of butter on the pan. You can melt it in the microwave too, but I don't want to wash that. Actually, I'm just gonna use the microwave. I'm gonna dump the melted margarine butter to this mixing bowl, and I'm gonna reuse the bowl to melt that white chocolate. This is my favorite band. I'm gonna break these into pieces and microwave it in 15-second increments. Mix it till we have a nice melted white chocolate. You're gonna need a half a cup of brown sugar and half a cup of regular white sugar. If you just have white sugar, just use white sugar. If you have just brown sugar, use brown sugar. I messed up. The white chocolate is not supposed to be curling up like that, which is why we should melt chocolate on the freaking stove, but that's okay. Not everything's perfect. I'm still gonna use it. I would use a whisk, but I'm already using the spoon, so I really messed up. It's not melted. Back to plan A, which was to melt the white chocolate onto the pot. Should have done it the right way, but whatever. Fun fact, I do have a cat named Ube, but she doesn't live with me. She lives with my mom. Since I have moved to an apartment, she would not have thrived out here. She has a big yard to roam around, and she doesn't like her sister, so she would have been very annoyed. And I live right by like a main road, and I don't want her to get ran over. I feel like one of those deadbeats that like lets their mom take care of their kid. She loves it there. She has all her cat friends, and she's thriving out there. Do miss her. She only lives like 10 minutes away from me. I can always go see her. I sound like a deadbeat. She hates dogs because when she was a baby, she was like born in my boyfriend's mom's backyard. Why the hell am I out of breath? Boyfriend's mom's dog hates cats, and he saw it and was trying to kill her. He ran straight into my boyfriend's arms, and we had her ever since. She's a pandemic cat as well, and she's a whore, but I love her. Hoping maybe a little bit of water will kind of help with the crumbling of this. It's helping a little bit, I think. We also store sugar in these. I think pretty much every Asian household like reuses their containers, but I promise it is not chicken bouillon in here. It is sugar. You can crack 2 eggs. Sometimes I add ube condensed milk. You can get that at your local Asian market. Amazon's actually cheaper. So when I went to my local Asian store, they sold the ube condensed milk, but it was like 13 bucks. On Amazon, I think it was $6.99. But I don't have it with me. If you do, I add just a bit more flour, just because it's already fudgy. You want to add your melted white chocolate. This is the main ingredient that you really do need, is the ube extract. This is the one I don't use. I usually use the, I think it's called the butterfly one. It wasn't going to come in on time for me to make this video. I have certain times where I film because I don't live alone. I'm still embarrassed to film in front of people. Even though I did vlog in public, that's different because I'm interacting with people. I do well with like my group, like talking wise, because that means I don't always have to talk one-on-one. And there's nothing wrong with you guys. I'm sure you guys are lovely, beautiful, cute, and gorgeous queens, but I get overstimulated very easily. You need 4 teaspoons of this. You're supposed to sift the flour, but your girl don't have a sifter. I want to use a little bit of salt. He said kosher salt, but I'm just going to use regular Morton salt. Just a tiny bit. Don't over mix. I don't know why, but that's what he said. I have my pan right here, cooking spray. You can also just use the butter or margarine to coat the pan so it doesn't stick. Here's how she looks. You kind of want to bang her on the surface, get some air bubbles out. We're gonna put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, but I think I'm gonna leave it in for 25 minutes because she's not as thick, she's a bit more watery, and we'll check back. One of my all-time favorite drinks is the taro lavender latte from 85 Degree. Thought I should remake it. I have my taro milk, assuming there's some tea in there. If not, we're gonna try it out. I got unsweetened black tea. I have lavender Tarani syrup. Let's give her a stir. Doesn't taste like it. It's still good. I taste more of the lavender. She's done. Let's do the fork test. Ooh. Clean. We're gonna let it cool.
Hi.
This is supposed to be a girl's day.
Okay.
Get the hell out. We got the pizza. Look at her. This is the barbecue one. I give this an 8 out of 10. And this. Ooh. How to pronounce
Tandoori.
Tandoori. This is the tandoori chicken. I'll give this one an 8.5. Babe. Hello? Babe, you hear me? You want pizza?
Yeah.
You want pizza?
Yeah.
Grab a plate.
Yeah. You want a plate? Or no, you got it.
This is my plate. It's not a plate, that's a bowl.
So whatever I can grab right now.
What are some things that people should know about me?
How funny you are. How kind you are.
Kala can have a piece of barbecue chicken.
She's being crazy.
She's being a girl. Girls' night. This is my third video. I haven't uploaded my second video yet. I'm gonna upload on Thursdays. I uploaded my first video 4 days ago. We got a whopping 10 views. And I got 1 subscriber. Actually, it says 2, but I had 1 subscriber because that was my old account that subscribed to myself. But so technically, I have 1 subscriber. So if you subscribe to me, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't feel discouraged just because I know a lot of people aren't watching me for now, but it does mean a lot that someone actually subscribed to me. Also, 10 of those views, I would say 3 to 4 of them were from me. I was just double checking. I didn't have any mistakes. I feel like part of a girls' night in, we're supposed to be spilling some tea, gossip, and whatnot. I really don't have that much tea unless you want to get into drama, and I don't want to get into that. If you hear panting, it's not just from me breathing into this mic. It is my dog. It is Miss Kala, because we are having a girls' night. She's camera shy. Okay, Kala, you can have a piece of chicken. Don't judge me for giving her barbecue chicken because she is an old lady and I want to give her a little treat here and there. I really don't know what else to talk about in terms of getting to know me. I really like to talk about myself. I don't know. I've always been that way. It takes me a while to get to know people. Personal level, I think it's just like a trauma thing where I feel like no one gives a crap about like me personally. Growing up, I just mind my business to an extent, trying not to let people get to know me. Other people's businesses, big fan. I'm a nosy girl. I don't think I live a really interesting life, and that's not to put myself down. I don't think it's a bad thing to live a very boring life. Boring life means you're at peace. I feel like, maybe. Excuse me. And I'm like trying to like look up other people's videos for inspiration on like trying to be personal with people or do the get to know me tag. I feel like that's so boring. Even though I just said I live a very boring life, but if I want you guys to actually like continue watching me, then I want to make it a bit interesting. I don't know. I guess I can tell a story about Miss Kala. We got her from the shelter. We were 18 years old. We had like a month before that adopted a dog named Lilo off the street. Someone dumped her because she was obviously inbred. She was tiny for a French bulldog. And then we got Kala. I don't recommend 18-year-olds to adopt a dog. You're so young. Unless it's like a family dog, sure. Unless you have the money, sure. But me and my boyfriend didn't have it at the time. Just being irresponsible. However, I don't regret it because I had my child, my children. I kind of want to do a personality test on her. You know, like how like K-pop artists and like actors, you know, like how they have the little, what is it, personality type on there. The 16 Personalities website. I remember I did mine and I was an INFJT, which means introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging. 16 Personality Factors is a psychometric assessment that measures 16 personality types and 5 global factors. I want to do that for Miss Kala. And they have like a scale of agree to disagree. First question for Miss Culla: you regularly make new friends. When she's around different dogs, she's not a barker. She's a pretty calm dog. Like, I could bring her with any dog and she'll be cool. If they bark at her, she's a little awkward. She's very motherly. I'm not sure if she's ever had puppies. We got her when she was like 1, so it could be, but she doesn't have boobies then. She has boobies now because she's a little chunky. But making new friends, I want to say neutral. Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Disagree. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up conversation. Strongly disagree. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. I feel like Culla's a pretty honest person because sometimes she rips up pieces of napkins. Obviously it's her and I point at it. She'll just like put her head down and do the little walk of shame to her room, aka her cage. Slightly disagree. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Agree. You can easily connect with people you have just met. Strongly agree. Most of the things I answered based of how I would feel Culla would answer if she was a human. Culla, your personality type is an ISFPA, adventurer. How do you feel about that?
Well, that is just shocking. Oh my God.
Your creative spirit is matched only by you. Your deep sensitivity to the world around you. You have an uncanny ability to live fully in the present moment, savoring life experiences through your finely tuned senses.
This flexibility allows you to make the most.
Does that describe you, Culla? Blink if you agree. So you don't agree. Okay. Recording myself. It's kind of like public speaking, or maybe it's because I'm acting like I'm talking to you one-on-one and I'm just like an awkward person. But I'm getting more comfortable. No one's watching me. At least Culla is. Maybe that one subscriber that actually followed me. But I'm manifesting more people to watch me. If you're watching this, if no one's watching me, I'm watching me. Hey, me. Proud of myself for doing things that I've been wanting to do. Facing my fears, I'm getting more comfortable. They're all nice and cold. God damn it. It's pretty light. If it was like the butterfly ube flavor and the ube condensed milk, it would have like a stronger flavor. But she's still good. I think I did over mix it a little bit. She's more dense. She's not as fluffy. But still good. I feel like part of a girls' night in sleepover is going through your old yearbooks. This is 2005. I think I was in 2nd grade. I remember in 2nd grade, I had the hugest crush on this boy. I don't want to expose people's names. I think they still live in this town, but I think he already knows. I had a crush on him for the longest time. Guess he always had liked basically everyone. He would confess to them. So I remember my best friend at the time during like class, she was like,
I'm gonna hang out with you at lunch because I'm gonna hang out with this person.
and then I was like, for what? Like, you're supposed to be my friend. You already know. And I kept asking her, like, what do you hang out here for? And then she finally told me that he liked me and he caught her saying that, so he was like upset. Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not. I was wondering if I can have more pizza.
Oh yeah. Anyways, he confessed that he liked me. Are you jealous?
No, because I'm the winner.
What? You never care.
I do
I
care.
was trying to make you jealous. I'm just kidding. With me in 2nd grade.
That's crazy.
And I told her, tell him I like him too. And he never did anything. And then next week, he ended up liking this girl. And I was so sad.
Oh, what a slut. What a...
It was my competition, too.
Oh.
Like, since the freaking kindergarten.
Oh.
Yep. That's why I wanted to be white. I went to school with white people.
Oh.
Yep. And it turned out she's a Trumpy. That was me in 4th grade. I was like the only Asian person in that school, but like in my grade. Basically, I was like the only Asian person, so you can imagine my identity crisis, me being ashamed of who I was. I had a lot of insecurities growing up. Yeah, but now I'm proud. I'm a proud Asian woman. That was me in 5th grade. I just had one length hair. I had the bangs, grew out a little bit, ended up getting layers, and the side swept bangs were coming in style. And I was just that girl. I thought like my crush at the time that he wanted me because he would flirt with me. I was in 5th grade, so I thought everybody wanted me, but he ended up dating some other girl. Why say woman? They're literally not in puberty. In 7th grade, I was obsessed with Jersey Shore. I think it was that year or my 6th grade year. This guy, he was like a deaf person, so obviously I don't do sign language. He asked me out through a letter. That's the first time I've ever been asked out to be a girlfriend. I said no. He mentioned like me having a brother, being overprotective. I'm like, I don't even have a brother. If anything, I think it was my cousin who was at that school. We had like a mutual friend. She knows sign language and stuff, and she gave me that letter. It was from him. I was like, and I had a huge old crush on someone else. I was like, no. And I felt bad. There's another girl. She was like my friend, but she was one of those friends that like are very competitive. She was like, oh yeah, that was a letter that he stole from his dad and gave it to his mom when they were younger. And I was like, his mom's name is Sheryllyne. There's not very many people with that name, but I was like, okay, girl. And she's like, yeah. And he wrote the same letter to me. I don't even want him anyways. When I was in high school, it's a bit more comfortable because the high school I went to, lots of Cambodian people, lots of people of color. My sophomore year, just learned how to do eyeliner. So that hoe was like all like this, like covering my eyelid. And I was super oily. The giant side part like was the trend at the time. I didn't fill in my eyebrows during that time. That's me. I'll show you my boyfriend in high school too. He looks so different. Apparently he told me he had a crush on me the whole entire time. And then we got together in junior year. That's him. My parents only had 2 kids. So I have an older sister. Obviously, like, every picture they have is of her as a baby. But I barely have any of me. Isn't that rude? The youngest I can find is me at 1. This is me with cake. Still like that till this day. The next segment, I'm gonna get ready for bed. I feel like sleepovers, girls' night in, they do like face masks and stuff. I'm gonna take you to the bathroom to wash my face and we're gonna put on a mask. I'm gonna do a blackhead strip. I know they're not good for you. I have such, I'm not sure if you can see that. I have really bad blackheads. But a double cleanse, do a nose strip, and we're gonna do a face mask together. Sound good? I'm gonna do a cleansing oil. Don't judge me on this, but I use toilet paper instead of cotton rounds. I'm gonna do a core strip. Time to take the blackhead strip off.
Ooh. God damn.
So this is gonna take about 10 to 15 minutes to dry. While we let this mask dry, I hope you're wearing one too. We'll just talk about some friendship icks and friendship standards. I guess my biggest friendship ick, if you're a conservative. Right, Kala? I feel like any male-centered woman is not, they'll never be a good friend to you. Just saying. Or anybody that really just only wants to talk about themselves. I'm a victim to many people who strictly just talk about themselves in the moment. If I feel comfortable enough, they're on their phone or just like not really caring. But none of my friends are like that. All my friends that I have are great listeners. They actually care about me, which is great because I care about them. Sorry, I'm like tired. I'm gonna wash my face and then I'll do the outro of this video. Thanks for hanging out with me and Miss Kala. Obviously, you can see how tired I am. So, anyways, bye. Kala also says bye. Say bye, Kala.